Hey, it's Maggie again with My Design Coach. You've got your artboards created, but what happens when things change? In this video, we'll talk about how to delete, duplicate, and resize artboards in Adobe Illustrator, because flexibility is a designer's best friend. Let's dig in and keep your workflow flowing. There are two simple ways to delete an artboard in Adobe Illustrator. The first way is to select the Artboard tool, or the shortcut is Shift-O. Click on an artboard you want to delete, and simply hit delete. Simple as that. The second way to delete an artboard is to open your artboard panel. The icon is a portrait and landscape rectangle. If you don't see this window open, navigate to Window at the top, then Artboards to open that artboard window. Then click on the artboard that you would like to delete in the window and click on the trash can in the bottom right corner, and your artboard will be deleted. Next, let's talk about duplicating an artboard. There are three ways to duplicate an artboard. The simplest way to duplicate an artboard is to activate your artboard tool in the toolbar or use the keyboard shortcut Shift-O. Click on the artboard, then hold drag. Once you start dragging, hold down Command-Option-Shift at the same time. Once you have all three selected, you can release the artboard. Please note, order of operations does matter, and you must click and start moving the artboard first. The next two options require the artboard panel. Select an artboard from the panel, click on the top right lines, which we in design like to call the hamburger. Select Duplicate Artboard. Note the artboard is randomly placed in your workspace, so you can select Rearrange and select your layout preference, and select OK to organize the artboard. The last option is to select an artboard, then drag it to the plus at the bottom of the panel, and your artboard will be duplicated. Once again, you're going to want to organize and rearrange those artboards. Lastly, let's talk about resizing an existing artboard. I currently have this file set up for a front and back design for a business card, but I want to add an envelope and a letterhead artboard to this document. I'm going to start by duplicating the artboard I have. Click on the artboard, hold drag. Hold down Command-Option-Shift before you let go. Once you have all three selected, go ahead and release the artboard in an open space. Then hover in the bottom right corner until you see the transform icon and click, hold, and drag to resize your artboard. This will work from any corner. Sometimes in the bottom right corner, you'll see the width and height changing as you scale the artboard. I'm not seeing that here, but that's okay. You can just let go when you get close to the size you're looking for. At the top, enter in the height and the width of your choice. In this case, a number 10 envelope is 9.5 inches wide by 4.125 high. Be sure to enter those measurements into the width and height and not the X and the Y axis. Also note, you can do math in place. For example, I can enter in 5 plus 4 and return, and Illustrator does the math for us. This works in InDesign too. I know you probably thought that you got away from math, and I'm sorry to break it to you, but we math in design. Next, we're going to add an 8.5 by 11 artboard for a letterhead. We will start the same way. Duplicate the last artboard, artboard tool, Shift-O, click on the artboard, start moving, hold down Command-Option-Shift, and release. This time to resize, let's double click on the artboard to get the artboard options window. Change the width and height to our desired letterhead size, 8.5 inches wide, 11 inches high. Select OK. Move the artboard off the envelope artboard if it's overlapping. We don't want any overlapping artboards. I recommend you get in the habit of organizing your artboard, so if you haven't done that yet, let's go ahead and rearrange and organize the artboard so our spacing is consistent. At this point, you need to ask yourself, will there be bleed in my file? If so, increase the spacing between each artboard so the art does not overlap from any other artboards. Select OK, and now your artboards are organized and ready for your design. Now you've got the tools to adjust your artboards on the fly. Delete what you don't need and duplicate what you do, and resize with precision. Need more artboard help? Explore the other videos on this topic. Links are in the description. Design boldly, design flexibly, and I'll see you next time. Thanks so much for watching. If this video was helpful, give it a like so I know to keep making more like it. And don't forget to subscribe and click the bell so you never miss a new tip. If you have a video request or topic you're stuck on, drop it in the comment. I'd love to hear from you. I'm also working on something really exciting, a complete college curriculum, industry-focused online design education program built just for creatives like you. Whether you're brand new, growing your skills, or working towards a career in design, this will be your go-to resource. You'll be learning from a college professor, that's me. And the program will cover beginner through advanced skills, real-world projects, portfolio building, and options for feedback and support, like having a design mentor right in your pocket. It'll be subscription-based with flexible tiers depending on the level of support that you're looking for. Check out My Design Coach, link in the description, for updates and early access. In the meantime, there's plenty more to explore here on the channel, so stick around, keep creating, and I'll see you in the next video.